Morning guys and girls. Today I'm going to do a short video on a paintless dent removal. So I've managed to put a little dent in my van. Which I'm gutted about. But rather than pay 250 quid to get it all redone by a panel beater, I'm going to try and do it myself. I'm going to show you the kit that I bought. So this is the kit I bought off eBay. It cost about 25 quid. So in it you've got the DIY dentless repair removal toolkit, glue gun, you've got all the different size pullers, puller attachments, you've got the puller here, another type of puller there, some glue sticks, and some other bits and pieces in there, a little hammer, and a tapping kit. So that's the kit, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to try and do it. My first attempt at this, so should be fun. Let's see how we get on. Okay, I've got some thinners here. I'm going to use a small bit of thinners on this cloth which I've already put on there just to clean the surface here, like so. So make sure all the dirt's off and hopefully we get a good bond with the glue. So I've got my glue gun, it's heated up, it's ready to go. I'm going to use this attachment which fits pretty much on the size of the dent that I've got. So let's give it a go. So squeeze the glue gun, hot glue's coming out onto the attachment, nice and runny, like so. And then we're going to put it on to the dent. We now wait for the glue to cool a little bit and actually stick, and then we're going to get the puller and try and pull that out. And with pulling this, the theory is we're going to pull the dent as well. Check the glue, still a little bit tacky, so I'll wait another couple of moments. See, the puller is pulling that attachment out, and then what I'm hoping is that it's pulling the metal out of where the dent is. I'm going to keep just pulling that. It's flexing, so it's obviously doing something. There we go. So that's it, the glue's given way. We're now going to get our scraper and see if that's made any difference. The excess glue off. I'll just show you that, how that looks. So you've got all the excess glue there now, and I'm gonna scrape that off. I'm gonna now the most of the glue. I'm gonna now use a bit more of the thinners and see if that takes it off. I'm not gonna go too mad with the thinners. Just gonna see if that takes it off. But yeah, it's making it soft. It's making it soft, and you can. So I just wanted to show you after the first pull. As the first pull I've done, already I can see that's pulled it out. I'm really impressed with that. That's just after one pull. I cleaned the glue off, and the dent, I would say, is half. So looks positive. I'm going to carry on and finish it off now, a few more pulls and see what happens. Okay, so I think I've probably done about 7 or 8 pulls. Really pleased with how it's come out. Some of the things I noticed was obviously letting the glue dry long enough, having a good clean up of each time of the glue so it actually bonds really well, making sure the glue gun's really hot so the glue's nice and runny, and yeah, so I'll show you the end result. I think it's I would say it's 90% gone. So if you didn't know it was there, you wouldn't be able to see where it is. So here's the end result of the puller. As you can see, although there's still a few scratches there, which I'll have to try and polish out and touch up, the actual dent is looking so much better than it was before. So really pleased with that. Great result. Saved me 250 quid getting my back door resprayed. All in all, really pleased with that. Still got a few scratches on the van with the dent pretty much removed now. A few scratches on there that happened at the same time that I'm going to try and touch up. They're a little bit too deep to polish out, but I'm going to touch them up as best I can. I've got hold of a touch-up paint, black, so I'm going to try and do that, see how we go. I've pulled the dents out, I've touched in the paint where the paint was broken. I'm now going to use a bit of wet and dry 2000 grit to just sand it down slightly and then polish it up with some polishing paste and take it from there. So here's the bits I'm going to need. I've got my polisher on my drill, I've got a bit of black T-cut, I've got a bit of polishing paste, I've got a tiny bit of wood, and I'm only going to be using a tiny bit of 2000 grit wet and dry, some water. I've already started this, used a tiny bit of 2000 grit paper, some water and a little block so I can put the paper on there, because I only want to actually sand down the small bits of touching up that I've done. So I'm just going to carry on with it now and just try and take this down as much as I can. So water on there, water on there. You can still feel the actual indentations of the touch-up paint where I've used it, so I'm just trying to get that down as low as I can before getting some polishing paste on it. I've used the wet and dry paper to sand this down to get these bits where I've touched it up with the paint. I've built it up and then I've just sanded it down flush. You can see the areas where they're slightly hazy. That's what the sandpaper's done, the wet and dry. I'm now going to use the polishing paste to polish that out. So this is a regular G3 grade paste compound. I'm just going to put a little bit on here. Put a bit of paste on here. Don't need a huge amount. So I used the T-cut and I used my drill with my little polishing cloth. These are quite good. You don't need anything professional. I bought this as a kit off Amazon for about 10 quid, and it just slots straight in your drill. Velcros, so I think you've got three pads with it, so yeah, pretty good. So final results on the van. Dent's gone, scratches are gone, looks pretty good.